getting ready for our vacation in Baguio. The van is loaded and I am just waiting for the kids to finish getting ready. Pagkatapos po, we will be headed to my parents to pick them up. They will be joining us on this 5 days, 4 nights vacation in Baguio. Matagal na namin pong hindi nakakasama ang mga parents ko sa mga ganitong lakad. So, I am extra excited. I wanted to talk about my kids while I'm waiting for them. They don't like me talking about them that much, actually, especially to the public, but I'm their mom. There's nothing they can do about it. Para sa mga hindi nakakakilala sa akin, I have 4 young adult kids. Jewel is 26. Crystal, who is in Australia now, is 24. Josh is 22. And the baby of the family, Jem, is 19. I wanted to talk about each of them as individuals, as young adults, and how they are with handling their finances. Yes, it is never too early to teach your children about responsible financial management. So, Jem, she will be turning 20 in July of this year. Sabi nga niya, hindi na siya teenager. Now, a few years ago, I was very surprised na although hindi niya naiintindihan the mechanics, the details, all of the very technical information about savings and investments, kusa po siyang nag-umpisa. Few years ago, I was surprised kasi po nakakatanggap po sila ng mga angpao galing po sa lolo't lola nila. So, pag naiipon na nila, I do ask them what they want to do with the money. Gusto ba nilang itabi? Gusto nilang igastos? Pero kailangan sa tamang bagay, hindi pwedeng kahit saan. So kahit papaano, I try to monitor even my youngest, her spendings. So a few years ago, I was surprised na nung nakaipon na siya ng angpao, she left the money and a note on my desk. At nakasulat dun sa note kung magkaano ang ilalagay sa kanyang savings account sa bangko at magkano ang i-invest sa kanyang mutual fund account. At a very young age, and I think she was barely 15 at that time. Nakakatuwa, no, na ma-realize natin na ang mga anak natin, although hindi nila naiintindihan masyado the technical side of investment, alam nila na yung hindi lahat ng pera nila ay kailangan iiwan sa bangko dahil hindi pa niya naman kailangan. Hindi naman niya kailangan ng ganung kalaking halaga. I mean, she lives at home, clothes, food, everything else is taken care of. So, pwede niyang palaguin yun by placing her money in an investment instrument that can help her do exactly that, grow her money. Si Joshua naman, the only man of the house, and I'm also very proud of him. Um, a couple of years ago, this was, I think, we just got into the pandemic. Um, he started asking me questions about mutual fund investments. He started asking how does the money grow there? Mom, you keep telling me na if I don't need it just yet, I can put it in mutual fund and I can withdraw it anytime if I want to. But the purpose of placing it in a mutual fund investment is so that it could grow more than if he were to leave it in his bank account. And then he started asking me about inflation. How does that affect his investment and how does that affect his savings in the bank? He also started asking about, doing it on a regular basis, considering cost averaging. So, um, para mas maintindihan niya, no? And I did explain a bit about it. I asked him to attend one of Sun Life Asset Management's client forum. It's very basic, talking about mutual fund basic information, the how-tos, the why, and also what to expect from these types of investments. And he did attend, and afterwards, we actually had more to talk about because it piqued his interest at lalong dumami yung mga questions niya, lalong dumami yung mga gusto niyang malaman. No? So that was really exciting. Now, Crystal, who left for Australia February of 2020, bago po nag-umpisa ang pandemic, bago po nagka-lockdown. So actually, it's been over 2 years na hindi ko siya nakikita in person. But we do exchange messages. We have quite a number of video calls and some phone calls. So there was this one time that she called me up and was asking me about these short-term investments that are available in the bank in Australia. Sabi niya, Mami, kasi since I'm also working, she was a working student at that time, and sabi niya sa akin, Mami, marami na ako naiipon. Now, mind you, she was taking care of all her expenses, her rent, her food, her transportation, the little luxuries that she enjoys in Australia. Siya na ho ang gumagastos para sa mga yon. Ang contribution ko na lang sa kanya ay ang tuition fee niya para sa 2 years master's degree niya. So sabi niya, Mami, marami na ako naiipon ngayon, no? And I know for a fact na kung iniwan ko ang pera ko sa savings account, it's not gonna earn anything, actually. So I went ahead and asked my banker for options on short-term investments. So they presented me with these two. I wanted to get your expert opinion on which is best for me. Which would you recommend to me as a professional in the financial advisory services industry? So I, ask her about the details of these two short-term plans. And, after naintindihan ko kung ano ang pagkakaiba nung dalawa, I talk to her like I would talk to any young clients. I ask her, so what is your intention in putting money in a short-term investment? Uh, when do you think you'll be needing it? What's the end goal of this investment? How much on a regular basis can you put money in? And after she, told me all of her answers, she shared with me her plans, her goal, her time frame. I showed her what was already there all these time, no, yung features nung mga plans na makakatulong sa kanya. And just like how I would talk to any young clients, I allowed her to decide. I made my recommendation, yes, but I let her decide. And actually, she chose exactly the same plan that I had in mind or that I recommended. So nakakatuwa, no? Even if malayo siya, nagagawa niya lahat na to. I'll be talking more about Jewel in part 2 of this vlog. So don't forget to click that box below and subscribe.